हेलो एवरीवन। आज हम लोग बात करेंगे नेक्स्ट 15 डे की स्ट्रेटजी के लिए, हाउ वी हैव टू अप्रोच टुवर्ड्स रिवीजन and how we can revise the thing such that we can get more and more accuracy in our examination, and we can optimize our score. So I have just divided this whole talk into mainly two sessions. The first session I will discuss what is my idea, and after then, if you have some specific question other than what I have discussed here, then you can ask your question also. So this is two session. So first we'll take 15 to 20 minutes, and after then next 15 minutes we will go for individual question if you have any question now. So in last 3 to 4 months, what I have asked by a student is that two things is very important. One is they always ask, sir, how we should revise the whole syllabus because syllabus is huge. बहुत बड़ा syllabus है, उसको कैसे आप revise करोगे? And second thing is very interesting that they have asked me that when I see the problem, I am not able to attend it. But once I will see the solution, then I am very comfortable. So where is the real gap? So these two things we are just going to entertain in this particular talk. And but before that, let's try to go for one thing, that what is the scheme of your exam and whether your exam is very tough or very easy, or which type of a strategy you have to follow. So here I prepare all this my work with first scheme of exam. So you can see this is the scheme of exam. So in the CSIR net physics exam, you will see that there is 75 questions. And they are divided into three parts. The first part is part A, second is part B, and third is part C. And the examiner will give you in the question paper, they will give you 20 questions, but you have to attempt only 15 questions. So you have to leave 5 questions here. So you have to leave 5 questions. That means you need not to attempt these 5 questions. So it is very interesting. And here again, the total marks of the part A is 30, and this is mainly for general aptitude question, general logical reasoning type question. Okay, so this is your part A, and it has you have to attempt 15 maximum question with the 2 marks. And the second part is part B, where you have given by 25 question, but you have to attempt 20 question. That means you have to again reduce your 5 question. You have to leave 5 question theoretically. So this is very interesting. And now let's go for part C. In part C, we have 30 question exam is given by the examiner, but you have attempt only 20 question. That means you have to not attempt 10 question. So look at this question. Look at this arrangement of this exam. Out of 75 question, you have to leave 20 question. This is one of the most important thing you have to understand during your preparation. What is meaning of that? Meaning of that, what you have to do, out of 75 question, you have to reduce 20 question with yourself. So that means you have to attempt only those question where you are comfortable. So if you are not, and you have to choose those particular 20 questions where you are not comfortable, and you have to leave it. So this is a very interesting thing. You have to just go to in the examination with this mindset that, okay, this question you are going to attempt or not going to attempt, because you have to theoretically leave 20 questions. Now, I am saying that theoretically you have to leave 20 questions. That means maximum you have to attempt 55 questions. What is meaning of that? Meaning of that, you have to leave all the tough question. The definition of toughness is different to different student. So you have to leave all these particular tough question, 20 tough question. That means you have to attempt average type 55 question or easy 55 question. Now this is theoretical. What is practical thing? Even you are topper of examination, you are not going to attempt 55 question. Then what do you have to do? You have to again leave 10 question. So you have to again leave 10 questions. Now you have to work only for 45 questions in 3 hours. So theoretically, this exam is easy. Practically, this exam is easy because in a 3 hour, you have only choose those 45 questions where you are very much comfortable, where you have practiced a lot, where you have prepared nicely. This is most important thing. But thing is that how you will choose this 45 question, you have to learn this thing. And this is very important. So this whole session is focus on that particular area, that where you have to focus question by question, topic by topic, such that in the examination, you will pinpoint that question which is your favorable question. And again, I am asking, every question is different, every student is different. Maybe question number 10 is not good for me, but question number 10 is good for Alok sir. It may be possible. So the toughness and easiness will depend on your own choice, your own preparation level. So this is very important. So this is the scheme and this is the strategy. What is a strategy? We have to work for these 45 questions in 3 hours of the examination. And for that, we have to prepare very much smartly, efficiently. So for that, I have made mainly 4 steps for this particular thing. So first step is I am talking about planning. Second step is execution. The third step is reverse engineering. And obviously, the last but not the least is all about motivation. Because without motivation, you cannot swim the river. You need some motivation so that you can swim it. So this is very important. Let me explain what is my thought process about these all 4 things. So if you want, you can note down also these all things because it will be helpful for you. So now what is planning, how you execute this planning and how you will do the reverse engineering for your reduced error. And last thing we will talk about motivation. Now, this is the time you have to start working your start revision with the previous year question. Now you will ask, sir, I have done previous year question lot of time, but again, I am not feeling good. No, this is not the thing. Now you have to take the previous year question. Suppose you are starting with the last year question, 2022. And we have to do this exercise at least for 5-year question. This is very important. So what you have to do, take the 2022 paper. So I am just giving you an example. And you will start this planning from before going to bed. Why? This thing is, I am telling you, I will give you the scientific logic behind that. Suppose you are going to bed at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So you start this thing at 10 o'clock. So give your 2 hour or 1 hour for this planning for next day. What you will do? You will take a paper. And this is complete paper without solution. This must be original paper. This is complete paper without solution. This must be original paper and you can download from our website easily. So you can take the paper of 2022. Now, and take a lot of A4 size pages and make a file. In the first page, so you can just, in a first page, you can just use for the 3 question or 4 question. Depends on your own acumen that how much space it will take in for all this. So what we'll do? Suppose you will go for question number 1. And this question, and for this particular question number 1, you have to just write down all the story of question. So what is this story in the shortcut form? So what you have to do, you have to first write topic. So maybe your question number 1 is classical mechanics. You have to write the subtopic. So maybe it is Hamiltonian equation. And then you have to go for micro topic. So everybody can recognize this is classical question. Everybody will recognize this is Hamiltonian question. But here you have to recognize which is the micro level thing you have to just give the answer. For example, Hamiltonian, and then you have to go for equation of motion. So for Hamiltonian, you can go for equation of motion. And then you will write the formula which is going to use. or before writing the formula, you will write the parameter or variable given into question. So you have to just write the parameter or variable. Maybe they have given a velocity, they have given mass, they will given some other information. Maybe velocity will be function of time. So you have to write the variable and parameter what have given in a mathematical form. This is very important. So once you will write this thing, then you will write the which formula you are going to use. And whatever the process you are going to do, don't use your copy right now. You are just going to recall this thing. You are just going to recall all this thing. Whatever you have learned, whatever the thing, whatever the knowledge, whatever information in your mind, you are just going to recall step by step at this particular point. So you are just going to recalling process of this thing. And write the formula. So this is a night program. You are before going to sleep. So I am just talking in a language of doctor. So this is your first pills. You have to just take it before you are going to bed. Now, in the next time, in the night, you have to fix a 2-hour slot where you will solve it. So here is the execution part will come. Here you have making all the planning of that particular question. And here you are going to execute that particular question. You have to solve it. You have to make it the graph. And you have solved it completely. You have to solve it completely. And you have to think this is not an objective question. You have to solve it completely, step by step, each and every point. Nothing to do with matching answer with A and B and C. Just try to solve it. Just try to plot the curve if it is needed. Just try to analyze all other thing at this particular point. Here you have to take 1 hour, and here you have to take 2-hour time for that paper. Now, here after 2 hours, you can see you can attempt 30 question, 40 question, or whatever the thing you are just going to attempt it. But remember always, you have to work it for all 75 questions. This is very interesting. And now, here you have to, when you're going to solve this particular question, and then you will go for a solution part. You have solution with yourself, and then match your solution. And when you are matching this particular solution, then you are just try to see whether you are going into right direction or not going into right direction. I'm talking about direction. I'm not talking about the exact answer. I am talking about the process. So first thing what you have to see what is your process. Are their processes correct or not? And then you have to finally match the answer. And here you will also quote this particular thing, label this particular thing, whether this is tough or easy to you. Whether this is tough or easy to you. Why? Because in the examination, you have to leave the question. You have to at least leave 20 plus 10, 30 questions in the examination. So if you are making it tougher question, if you are leveling it tougher question, that means this will be your second or third priority in the examination. Because you have to first do all the easy question, then you have to go for a second level or third level question. And now here you will ask the doubt to your faculty. You can discuss little bit with your friends, but don't do group study and all this thing. This will be harmful at this particular stage. Best thing is that you can ask the doubt, but when you are coming to the doubt, you have to come with your own solution. Because at this particular point of time, if you are not able to start the question, asking the doubt is not fruitful. Because you have to work only for those questions where you have silly doubt, you have missed something, you have some error and that type of thing. So you have to just do this all thing for next 5-year question. And once you will do this next 5-year question, your mind will be automatically focused on a pattern of question. They will focus on that particular point where examiner is interested. Examiner is not interested everywhere. Examiner is interested into some particular point. And then After then, you can go for revision with your copy where you have doubt, and even those questions you have solved, just go to your copy and solve it, and try to revise with your copy again and again, again and again. So it's a very easy thing. Do it every day. Do it every day, and it take only 3 to 4 hours every day. And I know that is, and this particular time you are learning at least 8 to 10 hours. So give it at least 2 to 3 hours to this exercise. You will find yourself in a correct position. So this is very important, because every time you will just try to focus on those areas where you are comfortable or not comfortable. So this is very important, because in the examination, the most important challenge is, what are the challenges in the examination? The first challenge is comprehension. Means lot of people are not comprehend a question properly. They will give the potential is between -a to +a, but you will write the bound state wave function at sine function, and you will just think that width is a, but here width is 2a. In the examination, they will give you just find the electric field due to ring, and where you have to just see that the charge density of ring is variable, but you will write, but will think that okay, it is constant. So this type of error student do. The first thing what you will do from here, you will enhance your comprehension, because it's the first thing. At least you have to understand what is question. Second thing, you will recall the formula. You will recall the formula. If you are just going this thing for 5-year paper, so every time you will recall formula, and those formula where actually examiner is interested. So you will recall it. And third thing, from here, you will increase the accuracy. And if these three things will be in your favor, 100% you can easily achieve the threshold. And you can do better. Okay. So whatever be the level of that in that particular today, you will find in the next 10 days, your level will be increased exponentially, and you will find yourself very confident. But behind all the thing, the most important thing is motivation part. So in general, people think motivation means always just boost up yourself. Okay, this is okay, but motivation means you have to think seriously. You have to take care yourself seriously. So take care of your health is the first motivation. So don't unnecessarily wake up at night and work at night after 12 o'clock. Just try to sleep before 12. Wake up at morning. Do your little bit exercise. Do a little bit meditation. Never skip your breakfast. Drink a lot of waters. These all things are very simple, but very difficult to do on a daily basis. So just try to do this thing. Take some fruits in your breakfast, in your lunch. Take some milk. Take some proteins. Once you will getting this thing, you will find yourself very much strengthened within, and then you can go for exam. And then always try to give your message to your brain. No, I will do better. I will better. I will solve problem. I will solve problem. इन जनरल मैं बच्चों को देखता हूँ, बोला यार नहीं हुआ तो क्या हुआ, यार हो जाएगा तो ये हो जाएगा. डोंट गिव दिस मैसेज. हो जाना या नहीं होना के पीछे जो कारण है वो है आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर पाते हो या नहीं सॉल्व कर पाते हो. दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू गिव मैसेज ऑफ टू योर ब्रेन, आई विल सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम, आई विल रिकॉल प्रॉब्लम. So once you will give message at least 10 times, 12 times to your brain, then what will happen at that particular 3 hours, everything will come automatically. कई बच्चे बोलते हैं कि सर इतना पढ़ा फिर भी भूल जाते हैं. This is very natural. This is very natural. You are human being. आपको कुछ चीजें रिटर्न रहेगी, कुछ चीजें भूल जाओगे, but don't feel anxiety. ये सबके साथ होगा. दूसरी चीज होती है कि आप unnecessary perceive करते हो. क्वेश्चन तो बड़ा आसान है, जरा जल्दी जल्दी कर लें. क्वेश्चन बहुत टफ है, आराम आराम से करें. नो, this question may be easy for another student, it may be tough for you. How you will decide is easy or tough? You have to decide. If you are able to solve it, then it is easy question. If you are not able to solve it, it is tough question. That's it. So always maintain your own pace to solving the problem. Don't perceive कि दूसरे लोग बहुत ही ज्यादा तेजी से इस क्वेश्चन को बनाए होंगे या दूसरे लोग तो फटाफट टिक कर रहे होंगे. डोंट डू दिस थिंग, क्योंकि एग्जाम जो है वो मेनली 5 to 10% लोगों के ही बीच में होगा. बाकी तो बस ऐसे ही बैठे हुए हैं, उनसे कुछ नहीं होना जा रहा है. So this is very important. So this is my idea of a revision preparation in the last time of examination. So now, if you want, you can ask your doubt at right now. Okay. So thank you for this particular listening me so calmly. Okay. So this is my idea. अगर इसमें आप कुछ पूछना चाहते हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो.